Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews. And getting into the fall season again, the spirit again, with another brew from the Shipyard Brewery of Portland, Maine. And this is one of their pumpkin offerings. This one is the Shipyard Pugsley Big Beer Smashed Pumpkin. This is their Pugsley signature brews. They're a special brew. They're a little more higher in ABV usually and in other ingredients than the standard pumpkin ale that you can get. But this is Shipyard's Smashed Pumpkin. Comes in at 9.0% ABV. And this is from the 2010 series. So I'm going to try this out today. I'm going to be pouring it into my new Shipyard mug that I got when I purchased this thing. It was a free gift for purchasing this Shipyard brew at the local Barb's Beer Emporium in Concord, New Hampshire, where they were having a beer tasting. Now, one thing I got to do with this is I've got the foil on there, and unfortunately this isn't the kind of foil that comes off. I'm going to have to open it while the foil is on here, so I'm not too keen on that, but we'll be careful about it so none of the foil ends up getting into the bottle, which would really annoy me. There we go. Nice and careful. Yes, there we go. And a little bit of smoke coming off there. Sort of puffing its way out of there bit by bit. Okay, let's give this a pour and see how it looks. Shipyard, I've had this brew before. It's, and I'm looking forward to trying it for 2010. So let's give it a shot. Well, we have here a nice, handsome, very carbonated, handsome orange copper color. And I kind of like the way these bubbles are sort of filtering upward, sort of a little spiral going up in the glass. That's very interesting to me. Not much of a head. It's a white fizzy sort of head that's bubbling right down to just about nothing. But we'll give it a taste and give it a sniff, I should say, and see what it's like. Okay, on that first whiff, you definitely get a nice pumpkin and spice aroma going on. And it's got a little sweetness in there as well, but the pumpkin is nice and fresh, really sort of right out of the garden, fresh in a way. At least that's the kind of aroma I'm getting out of this one. But it's very nice indeed. Malty, caramel malt, but mainly the pumpkin malts or the malts that kind of are derived out of the pumpkins here. So, let's give it a taste. Okay, this is 9% ABV, as I mentioned, and you don't know it. You taste pumpkin brew. Pumpkin and biscuit and baked pumpkin pie, and it really feels like Thanksgiving or Halloween or something. Halloween, I'm wearing my little spider tie. But it's not really noticeable in the way of the ABV. For 9%, you would have thought there might be a bit of a sharp kind of dose of alcohol, kind of gumming up the senses, but no, not in this one. It's really just the pumpkin and the malts and kind of a crisp hoppiness toward the end. Another taste. The hops are coming up on the rear end, but they're not. And they're really balanced in pretty well, but they're very light. They're very thin and kind of moderate, but they're there all right. It's the malts and the pumpkin that really comes on strong on this, and it's actually a very nice beer. I think it's a very fine brew from the Shipyard Brewing out of Maine. Yes, I could probably have a few of these very easily. But at 9% ABV, you got to be careful because a few of these might make you a little lightheaded before you know it. But this is a nice brew. I like it a lot. And thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.